good?
Yeah.
Cool. All right, welcome back to episode 2 of the Kongcast, the show where we discuss and open up conversation about recent parkour videos that have come out. Today we're going to be looking at Make Yourself by Luke Albrick and I think a couple other Colorado locals. So let's get right into it.
Yeah. Or let's load.
There we go. So the video starts off with Sean Higgins just like dying on a castaway. Which, whatever, that happens. That was a good intro. Nice to see the good bail like out of the way.
I don't know like what the result of that was, but it sure looked like it, while it sucked, like it could have been a lot worse.
Could have been a lot worse. I hope you're okay. I assume so because I haven't seen anything else otherwise, but yeah. That's funny. I think one of the big themes that we see a lot in this video is like really techie movement. I mean, that's what Luke, I guess, is known for, is the small like creative motions. So we'll see a lot of that. But I've also noticed like a lot of really dope spots in this video that I haven't really seen a lot of before. There's a couple spots in particular that I'll point out when we get to them that I like. I really like the verticality of some of these places. Looks super fun.
I like how they utilize that, like that particular red brick spot, especially later on in the video. It's very interesting to see like how tech-based they are. Like you see a lot of people, especially nowadays, who are like really into flips, and seeing like this video where it's like mostly tech-based is like a really nice change of pace.
It's like tech-based but still made entertaining. Like I always think of like the tech videos as like showcasing a control and not being as entertaining. Whereas like this is like how can we make the techie stuff like tricks in and of themselves?
Like cool to watch, yeah. Like this stride up to the top and then back, like that's super neat.
Also, that one clip, we went past it already, where he plays the backflip off going backwards.
Oh yeah.
So it looks like he's front flip like preeing up to it, but like ridiculously. That definitely threw me. Yeah. I love this spot. This is probably my favorite spot in the video. They do a couple lines here that I really like. I feel like more cement walls just for no reason is always dope.
Yeah. So this right here, I was not expecting that, and that was really neat because I feel like a lot of people are not as creative as they could be, and you see a lot of that in this video, I guess. Like we were just saying, it's like they're moving in ways that normally you wouldn't expect, and it's made interesting like because of that.
I like that over the bar. Like he jumps over the handrail to like hit the cement there. And
that too.
I love that because they don't readjust their feet at all. So it's one on the one side, and then as they pivot, they plant on the other side. Yeah. Also, his takeoff for that flip was like in the snow.
See, that's one of those other things. That like little ground lazy. You want to just go back a second? Yeah. Like that little like backwards.
I expected him to like backwards roll.
And just like with the hands.
Yeah. Like hard cut. Like changed his momentum. That was one thing when we did that line building workshop with Kent.
At Unparalleled?
Yeah, at Unparalleled. He talked about having like occasional like complete 180 momentum changes. Like is a very refreshing thing to see in a line.
Yeah.
And I think that was like very tastefully done. I love that.
We gotta talk about that.
Yeah. It was 100% not expected as well.
Just like throwing stuff in like that, like just have fun with what you're doing. It doesn't have to be like the same.
It
like,
looked
5
really
volts every day. Like mix it up, and that's what I love about this video.
I want to know how he came up with that. Like what was did he like envision that in his head beforehand and was like, this is how that's gonna go, or did he just like, I'm gonna put my foot over the rail and like kind of just deal with a fall correctly and then go, okay, I can make that into its own thing?
I mean, I could see that by happening where he was just like trying to step over and then just like caught himself and just like fell into it. It was like, okay, well I guess I'm doing this now.
Yeah, I could see that.
Concretes, man. Love the concretes.
So that front flip
there it is again.
The reverse backflip. No, the front flip off the rail, and when he stepped up to it, he stepped on the inside rail as well. And I think this spot here like would give you, I don't know, it feels like you don't need to use the rails. You would rather use the walls. So I appreciate their like I guess, attention to going the little extra effort to like try and use the rails to make it.
For that technical
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like these random backwards flip flips.
Rail fronts, honestly, are like, they're more difficult sometimes than you would expect.
It's very easy to like not position your feet correctly and not be able to push your toes in.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that line just stops. I would love to see like another clip of this of you making it. I don't know if you have made it or not yet.
But it looks totally doable.
It looks totally doable, and I love that like you need to have some like tech in your run up just to get to it, like the strides and stuff. But I would like to see that clip again, but successfully. It just feels so like open ended right now. I like he has the like dyno on the outside.
Oh yeah. That always, like, I guess once you like do the dyno with the hands on top, like now we're doing it on the hands on the outside.
Mm-hmm.
That's always a way to make it harder, and I don't like it because they're hard to do. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
I like watching them, don't like doing them because they're tough.
I like how in that situation he did like a Kong plyo pre, as opposed to just straight up just stride preing.
Yeah.
Like the whole thing. I don't know. It's just searching for things to make spots more challenging or technical or useful, or even just finding multiple things to do on a spot.
Yeah.
Whereas if I went there, I probably would have just hit the stride pre a bunch, and it would have taken me a while to get right to like something else to try.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, like where is this spot? Why is this spot? It's like beautiful.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It looks so good.
There's so many challenges.
That step off the rail on the inside to step all over that cement wall is, it just is very satisfying to like watch. And it's not that it's overly difficult, but like whenever people put things like that in the video, I just appreciate it because of, I guess, like the aesthetic of it.
How many times did he have to take that drop without landing on the ledge?
Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think about, he's done a couple of them so far, and from like an editing perspective, what do you think about him just throwing in like random like half-second or 1 second clips
Of like a single move?
of a single move or something as like a transitional piece between like two lines?
I actually don't know. I haven't like seen it too often. Like in this video, it fit with the video pretty well. Like
Yeah.
especially since it was like the video was very line based, but it was also like event based in the sense of like, here's a rail, here's us doing something on this rail. Maybe it's not necessarily a long line,
Yeah.
but like here's us using this obstacle in a creative way. And so because that single trick fits well into like, here's this obstacle and here's how we'll use it, it feels good. Maybe I think it would depend on what video you're trying to make.
Yeah.
If it would fit in, but it works for this one.
I found it like very easy to like reset in between each line, I guess. Like
It gives
you
you
didn't have to question them at all. You're like, oh yeah, there's a flip, and then you're like ready to go to the next thing.
So it gives you a little second to like shift your focus from like finishing a line. You have a second to breathe, and then
a
here's
new
another line.
Yeah,
that's a good
I
point.
actually I really liked it. I also like it's nice to have a transition that's still like relevant and entertaining. So
Yeah, no, I'd
I thought
agree
that
with
was good.
Yeah.
All right, so video's done. We're gonna get out of here. We're gonna like and comment. Loved all the techie challenges. Hope Sean is
All good.
all good after
That bail.
that veil. Also, that backflip played backwards hella through me.
Nice.
Comment. Like our own comment.
Perfect. Nobody will know. Thanks for joining us again this week. I guess if you'd like to, you can share this video. If you don't. And we'll see you back next week.